What's up, Jay Rodriguez? Yeah. Come on in the room. Come on, come on. Come on in the room, everybody. Everybody. Yeah. Come on in the room. Room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey. Grand Rising, Love Healing Elegies. Matchless French. Did I say that right? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Everybody. What's up, my baby? Come on in the room, everybody. This is the place. This is our morning sound bath. We have been chilling, breaking, refreshing, getting clear about 2025. What are we doing for 2025? Taking a moment to work on content, taking a moment to just decompress. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas or Hanukkah. I think we're still not, I don't know where we are in Hanukkah, but are we still in Kwanzaa? Is this the last day of Kwanzaa? But welcome everybody. If you're new here for the first time, come on somebody. Put it in the chat. Where are you tuning in from? Everybody that's returning, let me know, how are you on today? Give me, hey Ashelina. Hey, fam. We back at it, ain't we? Ain't we? We are back at it. We are here. We're in this space. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for allowing me to take rest and breaks. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all because self-care is the best care, along with self-love is the best love. You hear me? All right. So let's go ahead and pray in this space, and we're going to get this party started. And let's just take a breath. Abba, Father, Mother God, by all the names you are known to call, thank you for today. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for this right now, present moment that we get to show up, that we get to be in this community, that we get to be in this sanctuary of love. God, I ask God that you have your divine, perfect way. I pray that the energy in this room will be as the same way we left it, in love. God, we come against anything that would hinder us from optimizing this space, and we just speak love, joy, and peace on all accounts, and we let it be so, and so it is. Ashe and amen. Hey, Kayla Wong, how are you? Do me a favor, fam. I know we've been on hiatus. Do me a favor and share this live for those that are like, okay, Titus, is he ever coming back? Is he ever coming back? Listen, I'm called to this. We may take breaks here and there, and so should you. Listen, you should take breaks. I think one of the things that I discovered when I was worship leading for over 20 years is that there were moments I didn't take breaks, didn't take Sundays off. I know it had to be a good 6 years. I know I was like working back to back. Oh, it's 2 Chings. I was like, okay. Y'all listen, it's 2025. Y'all better come with a transition. But when I was in church, I had a hard time taking off because I was like, I don't want to miss nothing. I don't know how this gonna be with me not being here. And so one of the things I told myself coming into this spiritual work and this call to ministry and embracing it more is my intention is not to get burned out by doing what I love to do. And and be okay with taking vacation. Okay. So if you're new here for the first time, hey, what's up? My name is Titus Glenn. I'm a singer, songwriter, sound healer, and spiritual life coach. And this is the place where you can get focused, set your intention, and experience love. Do me a favor, let me know, fam, with one word, how was your break? How was your time away? Hey, don't wait up. Love Healing Energies, thank you so much for the share. Thank you for the share. Relaxing, thank you. Lock Shawty, you've been healing. I love that. Okay. Full. Okay, full as in the full as in full of things to do or full in food. Full. It was good. It was very busy, but with family. Okay. I love it. Both. Listen. Awesome, family. I'm glad you guys are doing well. I'm glad you guys spend time with family. I'm glad you spent time with family. I did as much as I could to spend time with my kids, balancing those things. You've been missing me. I've been missing y'all too, PG. I've been missing y'all too. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Part of me was like, they okay, Titus. They'll be all right. How did my break? My break went really, really well. I experienced a miracle last week, and it was like, okay, God, I appreciate you. What we doing? Come on this new moon. Come on, absolutely in this energy of this new moon, absolutely. And the moon is in Capricorn. Thank you for the rose, fam. So if you're new here for the first time again, welcome. Welcome to our morning sound bath. My name is Titus Glenn, and I am your spiritual deconstruction coach who happens to sing, songwrite, do sound healing. And so here we are in this space, in this container of love. And you're welcome. If you're a fly on the wall or you're new here, please put in the chat where you are tuning in from. And we want to greet you with love. So fam, let's just sing this song. We're gonna get into our affirmations in just a few minutes. But it doesn't look like we have anybody new in the room unless you are Love and Light Reflection. But we will sing our love song to you too after we do our affirmations, okay? Grand Rising. Come on, let's go ahead and declare that this is a great day. Y'all know how we do. Here we go. I know that today it's gonna be a good day. I can see the light shining mighty bright. All things working for me. And anything I put my hands to is gonna be successful. I know that today, believe that today, it's gonna be a good day. Early morning rising, life is in the air. I'm optimistic about this moment and what it may be. Thank you for the heart. Cause I know I can have what I say. Taking authority over what's coming to me. I speak victory. Da, da, da. Cause I know that today it's gonna be a good day. I can see the light shining mighty bright. All this working for me. And anything I put my hands to, it's gonna be successful. What's up, John? I know that today, believe that today, it's gonna be a good day. Favor waiting for me, not delayed nor denied. Opportunity knocking, doors are open, increase all around. I decree and receive what I have the faith to pray. Taking authority over what's coming to me, I speak victory. Cause I know that today, It's gonna be a good day. I can see the light shining mighty bright. All this working for me. And anything I put my hands to is gonna be successful. I know that today, believe that today, it's gonna be a good day. One more time, favor waiting for me. Not delayed nor denied. Opportunity knocking, doors are open, increase all around. I decree and receive what I have the faith to pray. Taking authority over what's coming to me, I speak victory. Cause I know that today, it's gonna be a good day. I can see the light shining mighty bright, all things working for me. And anything I put my hands to is gonna be successful. And anything I put my hands to is gonna be successful. And anything I put my hands to is gonna be successful. I know that today, believe that today is gonna be a good day. I know that today, believe that today is gonna be a good day. I know that today, believe that today is gonna be a good day. Oh yeah. So fam, if you believe that it's gonna be a good day, put it in the chat. It's a good day. It's a good day. Thank you, Pink 1122. It's a good day. It's a glorious day. Come on, it's an amazing day. Come on. It's an opportunity is knocking. Somebody's calling me today with $1 million kind of day. Come on. The bill collector's calling today and I got the money to pay it kind of day. Come on, somebody. It's a good day. It's an amazing day. It's a I'm in love with life kind of day. Come on. It's a all my needs are met kind of day. What's up, Brenda? Be who you are coming in the room. Come on. What kind of day is it for you? Y'all know how we do it, fam. Put it in the chat. I enjoyed my holiday season. I did. It was a blessing. It did. I ate good. I you know what? There was one day I almost felt like I was catching something. So you know what your boy did? Slept. Pretty much all day. Made sure my kids were fed and took me some energy, one of those energy packs. Made sure I put on a sound bath for myself, and I was in the bed. But above all that, it was good, y'all. It was good. I can't complain. It was good. All right, fam. Let's get into these signs. The moon is in Capricorn. It's a time to focus on structure, discipline, and long-term goals. Come on. Perfect opportunity for 2025. Come on, as we are embarking upon this new year, Capricorn ruled by Saturn brings a practical, grounded energy that encourages responsibility and ambition. This placement highlights the importance of planning, hard work, and emotional intelligence. It's also an opportunity to assess progress, and redefine priorities with a realistic perspective. All right. So let's get into it. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Taurus. This affirmation is for you with the Capricorn moon being in Capricorn until New Year's Day. Okay. So Taurus, I build my dreams with patience and steady progress. Hey, Ren, coming in the room. James Bay, I see you. Taurus, I build my dreams with patience and steady progress. Virgo, I focus on the details to bring my visions into reality. Virgo, I focus on the details to bring my visions into reality. Capricorn, I honor my discipline as the foundation of my success. I honor my discipline as the foundation of my success. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, I channel my passion into plans that lead to lasting achievements. I channel my passion into plans that lead to lasting achievements. Leo, I lead with confidence and create structures that support my growth. I lead with confidence and create structures that support my growth. Sagittarius, I ground my adventurous spirit with practical steps forward. I ground my adventurous spirit with practical steps forward. For the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I use my adaptability to make thoughtful, long-term decisions. I use my adaptability to make thoughtful, long-term decisions. Libra, I bring balance and strategy to my relationships and ambitions. I bring balance and strategy to my relationships and ambitions. Aquarius, I align my vision with the discipline to make it a reality. Come on, Aquarius. I align my vision with the discipline to make it a reality. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. For the Cancer, your affirmation. I honor my emotions by creating a stable and nurturing foundation. Cancer, I honor my emotions by creating a stable and nurturing foundation. Scorpio, I transform challenges into opportunities for growth and strength. I transform challenges into opportunities for growth and strength. And for the Pisces, I merge my creativity with focus to achieve my dreams. I merge my creativity with focus to achieve my dreams. If that resonated with you, put an emoji in the chat. Appreciate you, Jai. Appreciate you. Pinky 1122. Pinky 1122, is that your birthday? No, it can't be your birthday because you just put. I'm looking at. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's the 1122. Maybe that should have been the question at first. But hey, y'all, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Oh, okay. Bet. Come on. Love it. If you're new here, please let me know where you're tuning in from. We want to sing to you in this right now moment. And we have a song that we've curated and become a customary song that we sing to all our guests. Mika Haskins, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So fam, y'all know how we do. We gonna send this love out to those that may need it. It goes a little something like this, okay? If you're new here, welcome, okay? It goes like this. Just in case you haven't heard it in a while, and just in case you really need to know, just in case you haven't heard it in a while, just in case you really need to know. Oh, I love you back, ayy. I love you, I love you, I love you back, ayy. I love you, I love you, I love you back, ayy. I love you, I love you, I love you back. Come on, one more time. Here we go. Just in case you haven't heard it in a while, and just in case you really need to know. Just in case you haven't heard it in a while, just in case you really need to know. Oh, I love you back, ayy. I love you, I love you, I love you back, ayy. I love you, I love you, I love you back, ayy. I love you, I love you, I love you back. So know that you are loved wherever you are. There's nothing that you have to do to deserve this kind of love. Come on. Nothing that you have to do to deserve this kind of love. Just show up. Be yourself. Be your most authentic self, and you are appreciated for being you. Come on. I just feel like somebody need to hear that this morning. Like, you don't gotta do nothing. I was blessed tremendously on my break, and even though I know that there's a gift sometimes as a creative, as an artist, in full transparency, I question, like, okay, am I called to this? Is this going to work? And I was, oh, Lennox, it's okay. We were gone for a whole week, so you okay? And last week I was blessed so tremendously because somebody, people are always sending me the donations, which is amazing. But last week it hit different because I was coaching and I did a discovery call, and I offered them some services, and I went about my day, which is normally what I normally do. Either you want to work with me or you don't, and that's fine, because those who are meant to work with me will show up, right? And so I was just going about my day, and this particular person just said, our call was such a blessing, and they just sent me an amount that I had never received before. And I learned last week for myself that you don't have to do anything to be blessed by God, but just be yourself. Woo. Oh my goodness. Come on. You don't have to do nothing but just show up and be yourself. Come on. Put it in the chat for 2025. I'ma just be myself. Everybody else is taken. For 2025, I'ma just be myself. And if I can't be myself, then I can't be in the room, because when I'm not myself, I'm blocking my own blessing. Come on. Come on. I love that, y'all. For 2025, I'm going to be myself. Because when I'm not myself, I can't experience the miracles that are called to that self I'm called to be. You hear me? OMG. So for 2025, I'm going to just be myself. And there might be some days where I'm questioning what that self looked like, because I ain't never been that person before. Come on. I feel like I'm preaching already. I feel like I got a wind in me. Oh, come on. I'm just saying. This person that I'm able to be, I've never been. So it might be a little uncomfortable. It might be a little weird at first. Absolutely. But what I'm saying to myself right now is I'm going to be that person I see in the future. That person, that $1 million person, that person with multiple $1 million business, that person that can just take vacation whenever they want to. That person that is disciplined. Come on. I'm going to be that person. That person that's creating boundaries. That person that's saying no instead of saying yes to everything. Come on. I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be that person that's working on and being ambitious and going hard for his dreams or her dreams. Come on. I'm going to be that person. For 2025, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me. Because what I'm discovering as we are, we've been talking about this. Come on, it's 555. God, we thank you for the angels. I don't know where you are, but it's 555 here. So God, we thank you for this right now moment, this present moment, that you're making us aware that you're here. And if you're saying things in the comments, you may want to reword them, because again, we got TikTok, social media, who's monitoring whatever they're monitoring. But what I'm discovering, and this kind of take me into what I wanted, what I feel led to share, is just how we moving for no worries, Lennox. How are we moving for 2025? And so I've been really feel called to find a focal point, because we talked about on this channel, I sing, I songwrite, sound healing, all that. And just doing research on marketing, sometimes people probably read my page and it's like, what is this guy doing? It might take some time for them to get to know me. And I really want to be more intentional about how I'm representing and creating space for all of us. And one of the things that's really, really heavy on my heart is providing a safe place for those that are deconstructing. You hear me? Because it's in this space of deconstruction. And if it's okay to talk this way, just so we can keep this algorithm knowing that we still here, put a mic in the chat. Do me a favor, put a mic in the chat. Share this live because somebody might need this. Somebody might need this type of conversation. Thank you, Pinky1122. Thank you, guys. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for the interaction. It helps with the algorithm. One of the things that I have really observed and feels so heavy in my spirit, and I've been feeling it, but it's like it's intensifying, is this conversation around deconstruction. This conversation that we must continue to have because there's so many people asking questions about their belief system. And a lot of people are not aware that there are subconscious blocks that they have that's keeping them anxious, that's keeping them broke, that's keeping them confused, that's keeping them sick. And when you handle religion in a certain way, most people are not aware that they carry a mental illness. Whew. You carry a mental illness because how you relate to God is keeping you from living a life that's full of laughter, full of joy. How do we know that you carry a mental illness? Because the research shows it. And they are calling it now religious trauma. There's trauma in the body from how you were taught about God. Oh my goodness. If this is hitting home from somebody, just let me know. Because I experienced religious trauma. How do I know I experienced religious trauma? I know I experienced religious trauma because I was judging everybody that wasn't like me. And in my thinking, I was condemning people to hell if their life did not align to what I thought it should based upon what I was taught. So if they didn't believe in Jesus, I was automatically condemning them to hell. If they were gay, I was condemning them to hell. If they had a divorce, I was condemning them to hell. If they were drinking, if they were fornicating, all these things that I was doing, not realizing that my life was full of too, even if I wasn't doing those things, because I was judging other people and bringing it about condemnation. And what that does, that prevents us from loving people. That prevents us from having compassion. The other flip side of that, family, is those that grew up in apostolic. If you grew up in being programmed and trained to be an armor bearer, or grew up in a church where you couldn't question the pastor, now you've been conditioned to fear authority. Oh my goodness. And with this, you fear doing anything that don't have the approval of people. And so instead of doing stuff by way of your intuition, you start to second guess yourself. And so a lot of people have subconscious blocks. We're at 440. A lot of people have subconscious blocks that they are not aware of. And I feel that it's more in my assignment in this season to create spaces and continue conversation, even create affirmations concerning those that are healing through this frequency and energy, this beingness of religious trauma. So we on this journey. We might get a little cringy. I told my best friend Carter that the other day. I said I feel like I'm being called to be cringy. When I say cringy, it's more like, ooh, they said that almost like they clutch your pearls type of notion. Absolutely, we gotta beat the programming. Absolutely, we got to beat the programming, and the one way that we beat the programming is by repetition and having conversation over and over and over again. Because that's how we were programmed. We were programmed by repetition. So, fam, that's where we are. 2025, really doing more and being more intentional. I think I started yesterday. I put one of my just a quick notes was about you can't pray your way out of patterns. You cannot pray your way out of patterns. And one of the things that I discovered is that growing up as a Christian, we relied so heavy on something outside of ourselves that we never really learned how to trust our intuition. And we relied on our pastor. And I want to really, really hold this space for those that are trying to hear God for themselves. Hearing God is hearing you. Hearing God is hearing what God is telling you to do through that inner voice. How does that feel for y'all out there, family? And so in the next coming couple of days, we're going to be releasing content around using Jesus as a scapegoat. Resonating definitely. Using Jesus as a scapegoat. Because that's what we do. Hey, twin. That's what some have done, and that's what a lot of people do. Or I pray about it. Or Jesus gonna handle it. But a lot of time what I've found is that when people say this, they don't take the inspired action. And this is how we know they don't take inspired action, because the things that Jesus will probably tell them to do in that voice, they begin to question themselves because they might think it's wrong. And so we have to be in this space of even being okay with getting it wrong, because that's another thing in our thinking. Am I gonna be wrong? Am I gonna be wrong about this decision? And so we legit live life in fear because we think we're gonna get it wrong. This ain't right. We're second guessing, so we won't move. Especially when it comes to money, we won't invest. We get fearful. We get stopped in our tracks when it comes to putting money in ourselves. So this is where we're headed, family. Thank you for the follow, Voiceless, to continue to be this space. The branding more so around Titus Glenn as the spiritual deconstruction coach who just happens to sing, songwrite, sound heal. But moving in this way to let people know it's safe to come out. Come on. Put it in the chat. It's safe to come out. April Ray, hey. Put it in the chat. It's safe to come out. And this is not about sexuality. This is about coming out and asking your questions about God. Yes, I make music. Yes, I do. I have Titus Glenn Official everywhere. Well, Titus Glenn on all the music platforms. Absolutely. Titus Glenn on all outlets. Yes, coming out. It's time to come out and ask your questions. And I have gospel music on there. So if you hear me saying Jesus, I don't necessarily want to take that music down because that's a part of my journey. And this is not, and I still believe in Jesus. My thinking around Jesus has changed. So for those that are going to listen to my music, it's going to probably be a plethora of things. Consider it you're listening to spiritually fluid music, because we have gospel songs, we have sound baths. We're loading we get ready to load 7 hours worth of instrumental music that you can listen to. So that's going to be available on my music outlets. Spiritually fluid, yes, absolutely. So that's where we are, fam. And be okay. Be okay with asking and pondering, God, is this you? I was told this, but this don't resonate. Oh, thank you, Pinky 1122. I appreciate you. Because 2 years ago, I would never had a conversation about, is Jesus real live? Or I think the question came through last week, where do I place Jesus as I deconstruct? And that's how I knew I had grown, because I did not cringe when they asked the question. Shoot. Oh, because I had already been walking that journey, but I did not cringe when they asked the question. And that's how I knew I had grown. And this is not to say, yo, you can't believe in Jesus. If that's where you are, listen. Let it be okay. Absolutely love healing energies. It's okay to come out however that looks for us on your own healing journey. I love that. And this might look like tarot reading. This might look like meditating. This might look like astrology. This might look like being a medium. This might look like, oh, I'm going to church now. This is where I'm supposed to be. But I got these questions. Who is Jesus to me? You hear me? Who is Jesus to me? Who is God to me? Do I even believe in God? That's okay. Hey. Your lives talking about Christ consciousness last week. Bet, let's get it. Appreciate you. Thank you for letting me know, Bianca. Phase 07. And that's where we're going to be in that energy of holding space for those that are deconstructing. So yeah. Let's just take a moment to breathe all that in. I know I've been talking a lot. Katie, come on with your glorious news. I've actually put the conversation on. I did put it, Bianca, on YouTube. The conversation about what to do with Jesus as you deconstruct. So that is loaded on YouTube. That's what's up, Katie. Thank you for sharing. Come on. I love it. Come on, Katie. Come on. My church boy said, glory be to God. I'm still churchy. Come on. Hallelujah. Listen. Praise to the Most High, to the Creator, to the universe, to the ancestors, however you define those that's watching over you. Yes, it's on there. It's on that. Come on, blessed and highly favored. Absolutely. Just take a breath. It's a free, it's a free gift to you to see if we'll be a good fit and see how I can help you and we can co-create a space. And I want you to help support you on your healing journey. So thank you, fam, for getting us almost to our goal today. We're there, pretty much 10,000 likes. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate everybody that's in the room. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me be me. You guys are family. You hear me? You guys are family. We are family. Yeah, yeah. And is. I love y'all. Let's just take this moment now and just be in this energy of gratitude, love. I'm still having a hard time dealing with my family separation. I feel betrayed. Okay, Faith. Give me a moment and we'll bring this to the floor, okay? Holy Spirit, come. We thank you. So I will say family can be a hard spot to navigate. I ain't gonna say hard. Let's cancel hard. We're watching our words. A challenge, for sure. I'm gonna use this story that I experienced, and I don't know if I told y'all this story, but I want to tell y'all this story because I recently felt betrayed. And maybe I've shared it. And if I shared it, I'm going to reshare it again to really have this conversation. Maybe I talked about it. I'm trying to go through it. We have so many conversations. So I think I did share it here. I felt betrayed about 2 weeks ago. And this betrayal came from a friend who had seen my journey, or I felt betrayed by a friend who had seen my journey from churches. Who seen my journey through churches, getting let go, all those things. And they brought me on to work for them. And I told them I was going to release it in December of this year. And they had the conversation that they would, work to make sure that I got paid for December or whatever. And so I was communicating with them to let them know when I could work in December. And they just said, okay, we'll make sure you talk to such and such and such. And I said, okay. So I put it off talking to the person because I was feeling a little anxious about releasing it. Those are coins I get every month just to go, do what I do. And by the time I talked to the person, it was like, well, this is happening, so you don't have to return. And in my thinking, I was like, why would my friend of 20 years put me in a situation to deal with this again? Because they didn't give me any notice. They didn't say, okay, nothing. And for you to know my journey through churchdom, why would you be having a conversation with me via text as if everything is all good, but you already have a sense or an awareness that they're probably not going to let me return, even though I'm doing my due diligence to try to give them a heads up and not stop showing up. Because that's just not me. Right? And I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed. And one of the things, as I was being coached through this myself, was realizing that there was a part of me that had settled to go to this particular church because I was trying to get out of another church. And it was just whatever that was, right? So I had to own how this particular ministry really wasn't in full alignment with me, within myself. And I had to own that everything that happened for a reason. And what I'm saying in this space is that when you're going through things like this with your family, absolutely. I will say overstepping because this is why I would say overstepping, me personally, because this is a friendship that we have been together for 20 years. So if you're my friend and my brother, because that's what we were calling each other, brothers don't let brothers die. Neither should sisters let sisters die. Especially when you've only been in this ministry for 2 years. So for me, it was a betrayal because you could have easily let me know without me having to walk through, because to me it was a protection of the heart as a brother and as a friend, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, it's okay. But like Love Healing Energy was saying, no matter what has happened, it's a lesson that you're walking through that's going to benefit you later. And that might be hard to digest. For prime example, for me, I learned out of this situation to know my worth, to stand in my worth, and really be intentional about not settling for anything. I also learned that when it comes to relationships, people legit may be in your life for a season. And when that season is over, it's okay. When it comes to family, I believe personally that you have to learn how to even treat family members in a way that honors your own healing and use it as an opportunity to realize that whatever they did it for their benefit or whatever that is, right? And then stop and say, what is it in this for me to learn? Because the betrayal, I'm wondering if this betrayal is based on a conversation that you had with somebody, and maybe before you even told them, you felt like you shouldn't have told them. So maybe it was an awareness or a lesson to trust your intuition, not to say certain things or not to do certain things with certain people, even if they're family. And so the betrayal is really not a betrayal from the family, if this is the case, but a betrayal of you betraying yourself as to what you felt and you didn't move on. And one of the things that I use in this type of work, because this is what it is none of my judgments are justified. So any judgments that I placed on my friend are all my inability to see where I refuse to take full ownership. Absolutely, Katie. And so in this situation, I'm clear that my season was over, but I'm also clear that about what friendship and brotherhood means to me. And now I can use that to grow and expand upon my other friendships and not get caught in when you did this to me. No, thank you for the lesson. That's how we deal with that. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you for what you came to teach me. When I went through it, my struggle was actually about fear of potential future betrayal from new family that I had to set myself from. So that's how you get to work through that. At all times, at any given moment, you have an opportunity to choose how you feel. And if you really want to work through it, choose a different way to be in that experience. Because my thought with my friend, well, maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't know what was going on. But my gut tells me, my intuition tells me. Because this is the thing. My intuition tells me this because maybe like a month ago, I know I told you about the experience about the tarot and me being called to the office because one of the church members saw I was doing tarot. I asked my friend before I went into the meeting, like, do you know what this is about? Like, because I've never been called to the office. He was like, just go see. And in that moment, it didn't, I just went to the meeting. And so for me, it was like, okay, I dealt with it. But in retrospect, I was like, you is my friend and my brother. Why you just couldn't give me a heads up on what the meeting about? What the meeting was about? Hey, Electric Life. So this is me working through realizing certain things that I didn't pay attention to. Okay, that's all. Absolutely. Absolutely. An associate. Absolutely. It took work, but now moving through each day, knowing I'll meet who I need to. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm well. I'm well. And so for me, especially as an Aquarius, when I see certain things, I'm real. I give people chance, but I also know in this particular situation, through some of the conversation I was hearing, they are a strategist, and I felt like once I gave my notice, it was more so, well, okay. It almost made me feel like I wasn't needed, so I could just be disregarded, and that is where I had to kind of draw a boundary, because those that know me as a friend and as a brother, it's like this conversation that doesn't need to be had. If I'm making sense, there's a conversation that when you know me, I have a friend, a musician, that left the church because of how they treated me, and we were there together. Now they eventually went back, but he was so adamant, like, you don't do people like that. And especially with a friend that I've known for 20 years, in my experience of working with people and working with churches, churches have a bad habit of, even though I know it's a business, they have a bad habit of how they handle people when they feel like they no longer need them. Ooh, I said that. That right there. Come on, somebody. Can I talk to somebody? Church, when conducted like a business, have a bad habit of handling people wrong when they have an idea that they no longer need them. Woo. And maturity says that even if that person, and this is for everybody, even when you don't feel like you don't need somebody, it's a proper way on how to transition them out your life. Titus, that just goes to show that they are trying to stop your shine, but you're like, absolutely, absolutely. I think this is a lesson. I feel it because this is how you will be different from other people. And when you realize that somebody is in your life, but they're transitioning out, maturity shows you how to slowly progress them out via conversation, via moving different, via slowly spending time with them, via having a conversation, especially when it comes to, I'll say it for lack of a better word, God's work. Because you are doing God's work. Hear me when I tell you, you are doing God's work. And how you handle people is really, really important, because when they see you, they are getting an experience of God. Man, I'm talking good. Listen, I might have to make this a separate post, because church, this is where church hurt comes in and is expanded, and why people stop going, because church people are bad at handling people when they no longer need them, or when they feel like individuals are replaceable. They move in a way that is dishonoring and foul and hurtful. And there's a way to do things different when you really have the heart of God, or a heart to see people advance and transition well. And some churches may do it well, because some churches have exit interviews, because this is how you get good feedback. This is how you take in, okay, how could we do this differently? But when you are seeking people just for their gifts alone, you end up doing a disservice to what that moment could really be if you would handle them like people and human beings, and not just as an asset. Ooh, I feel like I'm talking good. I feel like I'm healing my own self in this moment. Woo. So yeah, fam. And this is not to say that people, they might not get it right all the time, you know. But through this experience, um, especially with it being being in a relationship that I had with this individual for 20 years, it left me in a space of, this is interesting. Listen, yes, this is the ocean drum. Well, thank you, Faith, for bringing it in the room, because if it's in the chair, it's in the room. Regarding of the resentment from my trauma, I simply say it's just not my path anymore. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a good way to look at it, especially when it comes to looking and unpacking your own religious trauma, right? That's just not my path. I'm realizing that everything that happened in my church experience, in those moments of transitioning out, going from one space to another, they all serve their purpose. And slowly, because healing is a process, slowly you realize, you heal, you let go, you release the judgment of them. Because I know the church is only doing what they feel like is best for them. And that, at the end of the day, is perfectly fine. Because what happened after that, listen, I got a phone call, maybe like last week, about an opportunity. So it just be these things that you have to allow yourself to hold on to, not to get mad, not to be bothered, so that you don't cut yourself off from the other doors that are opening. Healing is happening in this moment of flow we receive, for sure. It was so random, and the words almost fell for even to me. And then I was like, okay, Kitty. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, fam. That's it. That's it, fam. We have to be in the space of, okay, what is this teaching me? It's helping me, it's supporting me to bring me to my highest, greatest good. And once you learn the lesson, there's no need to hold on to it. Because I know in this friendship, where they are, I'm no longer there. And that be the thing. Like there's conversations that they know, because we kind of grew up, we kind of had the same journey. They halfway, should I say that? Some people go, let me say it like this. Some people go to church and they don't even like the experience, but they go because it's a check for them. It's a way to um, uh, just get through life. And I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there anymore. My heart desires to be amongst community, to be amongst people that are spiritually minded, that I can jump, shout, speak in tongues, and still do tarot. And if I serve at a church, I have to know that it's purposeful, and I have to know that I'm being fed. And a lot of people go to church and they're frustrated once they leave because they're not really getting fed or poured into. So they have to do a lot of other things just so they can stay in that place. And the way that life has me right now, if I'm irritated and I can't shake the irritation, it's a moment to stop. You hear me? Because some of the stuff, I'm like, okay, this is a lesson. Let's get it. All right. But then when it's like, yeah, no, this not in alignment. Am I just talking to myself out there? When you realize it's not in alignment, it be one of those things like, okay, let me back out this door. But some people see that is not in alignment and they stay anyway because they're getting something out of it, like money or validation or whatever that is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for me and my household, the way that I'm wired in this season is that I have to be in a frequency and an energy that's propelling me forward, and not being in the room where I can't be myself or feel like things are being taken from me, even if I don't say a word. Because y'all know that happens, right? Your energy is so valuable that you could be in the room, not say anything, and people be drawing from you. Just something to consider. Because you are the money. Come on, somebody. You are the money. Just in case you didn't know, you are the money. And as you expand your consciousness, as you expand your awareness of self, you realize that me being in the room is enough. Because you realize that you showing up is bringing about ideas, is bringing about healing, is bringing about whatever that is. So you have to begin to rock in such a way that me being in this room is a blessing. Not in the arrogance, but in a confidence, so that you don't dial back. That's what's up, though. What up? So you can lean in and say, hey, this is who I am. So fam, thank y'all for coming back in this live in this way, as we are on this journey of getting into 2025 to be our most authentic self. That's what's up. Another thing that I found interesting is that we are in the season of Aquarius, and on Wednesday the moon goes into Aquarius. I said, how divine is that? We've already entered to the season of Aquarius, but we go into 2025 with the moon in Aquarius. I'm just like, this is dope. This is dope. So I hope you guys are ready for the change. I hope you're locked in. If you have not set your vision for 2025, I encourage you to do so. Don't let fear stop you from dreaming big. Hear me when I tell you, don't let fear stop you from dreaming big. Just take a moment between now and Wednesday to write it out as if it's done in the past. I have traveled to Spain in 2025. I have traveled to Europe in 2025. I am at five. I'm at five figures a month, whatever that looks like for you. So, with that in mind, just begin to write it out. I'm healed in 2025. I have met the love of my life in 2025. Come on. I'm wise in 2025. Money loves me and I love money in 2025. And I would just encourage you to start making these lists and find you a place in your backyard. I would say go by the lake or go by and just find you some dirt to put it in the water, to put it in the ground. So yeah. Y'all have any other questions for me, fam? We will be coming back at 7:30 for our metaphysical Bible study. I will make this announcement before I forget. Next week, I'm going to switch up the schedule just to look back. Oh, that's what's up, Katie. But we'll move metaphysical. Next week, we'll start a new schedule of 5:30 sound bath, and then we'll move the metaphysical Bible study to 9:30 because I'm going through some trainings. That I need to be made available for at the 7:30 mark, 7:30 Central Standard mark. So we'll work it that way. I'm getting in alignment. I'm shifting. I hope you guys are doing the same. You hear me? Do the same. Get all your life, live all your life to the fullest. And sometimes it takes adjusting, moving, changing, trying it. Listen, try it. If it don't work, you can always switch it to something else. But don't stay stuck. Black moon in Capricorn starting tonight. Bet very good energy as the second new moon in December and last come through. Listen. You might as well set your list for 2025. All right, I love y'all, fam. Let's sing. Let's do our oath of manifestation. Let's do that, and then we will sing our song, and we'll be out. All right, come on. Here we go. Oath of manifestation. You can repeat after me if you so choose to do so. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the life of all my social media family. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. Come on, let's say that again. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a freely universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I'm grateful for all that I already have and grateful for all that I'm ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. So it is. All right. I want to do this real quick because I've been posturing myself to be in the space of giving. So tomorrow, I didn't get a chance to do it today. Tomorrow, I want to give somebody with a 30-minute free coaching session. I ain't gonna say free. It's an offering. It's a gift to you to be coached one-on-one with me. And so tomorrow, be looking for a code that I'm going to drop in the chat. I'm going to drop in the chat. So be looking for a code tomorrow that I will drop in the chat. And the person that uses it first will be the one to get the to get the 30-minute coaching session. How does that sound? I just got excited. I'm in this energy of giving more and being more open. And so I hope you're doing the same. So 30-minute gifted coaching session. I'm gonna put a code in the chat tomorrow and you'll be able to go to my website. Yes, we want to bless someone with a coaching session. Absolutely. Absolutely. And for today, I want to do this. Yes, it'll be a 30-minute coaching session with Titus Glenn official. Get it in. Come on. And for today, I want to bless somebody with lunch. So how do we want to do this? I will put the code in the chat tomorrow. So somewhere during our live, I will put a code in the chat on a 30-minute coaching session. Yeah, that's how we'll do that. So for today, I want to be a blessing to somebody for lunch today. So if you're willing to put your, if you're up for this, how do we want to do this? Because I don't have my paper right here, but I want to do this right now. and this will be, uh, it may get you a burger from McDonald's. I don't know what it's gonna get you. I don't know what your palate is, but it'll get you. Maybe it'll get you some bread and some bologna or some hot dog buns. I don't know what it's gonna get you, but it's gonna get you something so you can have some lunch today. Okay. Something, it could get you some holla with some butter, and it could be you can go get you your favorite drink. But whatever it is, it's gonna put some money in your pocket so you can go get you some lunch today. Okay. So how we gonna do this here today? Because this is what we do. This is what we get to do. This is what we get to do. So I want to do it this way. Let's do this quickly so I can take a break and we can come back live. I want, if you can, we'll just keep it simple. The first person that can put in the chat a name, the first person that can put in the chat the name of one of my songs, I will send you some lunch money. Have fun with it. Hey, I see you on YouTube. Hey. The first person, this might be a little scavenger hunt. The first person that can put in the chat the name of one of my songs. Red. Bet, Red. Okay. Red got it. Okay. Red. This is this, so you can do it here, or you can just inbox me. Inbox me. You got Cash App? You got Cash App? Oh, you okay? Welcome. I'm okay. I'm okay. So you can either put it in the chat if you are okay with doing that, or you can inbox me separately. But have fun on YouTube. Welcome. You can put in the chat, or you can inbox me, and I will send that. So let me know if you want to put it here, or you just inbox it. Cool. All right, fam. That's how we'll do that. Listen, it's a blessing to be a blessing. And whatever you give to somebody, it's a blessing because they didn't have it before. You hear me? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? So you think your little is nothing, but that dollar that you holding on to ain't gonna do nothing in your pocket. If you begin to circulate it, you'll be amazed at how it comes back to you. Okay? All right, fam. Let's sing our song and we'll be out. It goes a little something like this. Just in case you haven't heard it in a while. Oh, thank you. Have fun. And just in case you really need to know. Just in case you haven't heard it in a while. Just in case you really need to know. Oh, I love you back. Ay, I love you. I love you. I love you back. Ay, I love you. I love you. I love you back. Ay, I love you. I love you. I love you back. I love you, fam. See you guys at 7.